What's going on, sports fans? Once again, this is the dude, Intergalactic Brew, coming at you once again with another video. I'm going to be talking about my NFL wild card playoffs predictions. Because as you all know, wild card weekend is this Saturday. We've got some really good games on the marquee. So without further ado, I'm going to get right into it, cut right to the chase. We got two matchups coming out of the AFC and two matches coming out of the NFC. Now, let's talk about the AFC right quick. First game of the day, we have the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. This is going to be the first Kansas City Chief home game in the playoffs since 2003. Now, as we all know, Kansas City is a very good home team. It's very seldom that they've lost at their home stadium, so it'll be interesting to see how the Ravens are on the road going in to the Kansas City Chiefs stadium and trying to pull out a win. Now, are they capable of doing it? Of course, because the Ravens are a really good road team, as we've seen this year. Now, let's talk about the offense and the defense of this game. Now, the Ravens defense. We know they're going to hit hard. We know they're going to try to bully this young, up-and-coming offense, of the Kansas City Chiefs around. And they've got the guys to do it. They've got Ray Lewis. They've got Terrell Suggs. They've got Ed Reed. They've got Josh Wilson. So they've got some real proven veteran guys that have been down this road before and really knows what it's like to win a football game. So it'll be interesting to see how this young offense led by Matt Castle is able to work their way around this dominating defense of the Baltimore Ravens. One of the top defenses in the league, I might add. But as far as the offensive side of the ball is concerned, the Baltimore Ravens have a pretty good offensive line. I mean, they've got a savvy veteran in Joe Flacco, who knows how to get to his receivers. It'll be interesting to see how Joe Flacco handles the pressure of being sacked, or it'll be interesting to see if Joe Flacco can move in and out of that pocket and find the right guys to get the ball to at the right time. Because as we've all seen this year in the regular season, Joe Flacco does not do well under pressure. So, in this case, what does Joe Flacco have to do to get around this probably subpar defense? Although I believe they will come to play, being that this is the big stage, this is the big show, the NFL playoffs. So, how is Joe Flacco going to counteract the Kansas City Chiefs defense? Simple. Running game. Give the ball to Ray Rice. Let him get you some good yardage. Pound it inside. And see if you can either, get in field goal range or possibly score a touchdown. Just take the life out of the other team. 1 second. Hello? Hey, how you doing, Don? You're having it tonight? Hello? Okay. Yes, I will be able to make it. Where would you want me to meet you at the school? Yeah. What time do you want me to meet you? Yeah. Okay. Okay. That sounds good. Right. Right. Mhm. Um. It wouldn't be a problem. Meeting you at the school. I could be up there. I could be up there around 5:30. 5:30 will be fine. Okay, I will. Okay, bye. Sorry about that, folks. Just had a real important call. Okay, but back to this game. Um, so Joe Flacco is going to have to use the running game to get his team in a good position to either kick a field goal or to score the first touchdown. Now, if the Baltimore Ravens can be the first one to strike in this game, that will be a real momentum changer without even the game being 5 minutes in. I guarantee you, if the Baltimore Ravens score the first touchdown in dynamic fashion, that will take the life right out of that crowd, because that crowd is going to be rowdy, it's going to be wild, and I doubt that the Baltimore Ravens will hardly be able to hear the plays that Joe Flacco calls on offense. So, the Baltimore Ravens are going to have to be really, really focused, trying to drive the ball down the field into the end zone or for a field goal. Now, let's talk a little bit about who's on this offensive line. As I just mentioned before, Ray Rice is a very good, possibly a top tier quarterback. Running back in the NFL. I don't know, I got quarterback on my mind for some reason. But Ray Rice is a proven running back in the NFL. Real powerful guy, powerful runner, knows how to jam the ball right in your defense's throat. So it'll be interesting to see how he's able to do that. Now, as far as the receiving core is concerned, these probably have to be some of the most underrated wide receivers on this Baltimore Ravens team. First off, you've got Anquan Boldin, who is a Pro Bowler, multi-time, and has been to the Super Bowl. So that might be a feather in the cap of the Baltimore Ravens, being that they have somebody that has already been to the big show already. Then on top of that, you've got Derek Mason, a guy who a lot of people in the league don't know about, but a guy that can make big plays and, that can win you football games. So this guy is no joke. And then you've got Dante Stallworth, a man who, like Derek Mason, has proved himself in this league, but being that, his personal life got in the way of that, he really hasn't had a chance to reach his full potential. So hopefully now that he's cleaned his act up and he's got a fresh start on a new team, hopefully he will be able to show the true talents that he has as a receiver. And then to top it off, you got TJ Houshmandzadeh. Plain and simple, guy can make plays. So when you've got all those different elements on this offense, you have no choice but to go to the top or head for success. And then they've got a great coach in John Harbaugh. So that just makes it even better. So the Baltimore Ravens, they've got their work cut out for them in this game, simply because this young offense, this young electrifying offense, I should say, from the Kansas City Chiefs is going to give them all the problems in the world. I mean, you've got Matt Castle, young, up-and-coming, hungry quarterback, who's proved to have a solid season. I won't say he's had a great season because, the Chiefs have lost some pretty disappointing games. But nevertheless, Matt Castle's had a solid season. Basically, he's your traditional quarterback. Stays in the pocket, scans that defense, and tries to hit whatever receiver is available. So that's what he's going to try to do. And I think, judging from the past games I've seen from the Baltimore Ravens, that passing game might come into play with them winning this game. That might have a big thing to do with them winning this game and bouncing the Baltimore Ravens once again out of the first round. Because as we've seen, the Baltimore Ravens at times do not defend well against the pass. So, being that Matt Castle can pass the ball really well, he will have to bring that into fruition in this game. Now, let's talk about the weapons that Matt Castle has to throw the ball or hand the ball off to. First off, we have Dexter McCluster, a young rookie out of Mississippi State who took everybody's breath away in that San Diego Chargers game. I think it was, I don't know, with I think 5, 4, 3 seconds left. I think it was in the first quarter. I think it was a 101-yard kick return for a touchdown that just blew the roof off that stadium. I still think about it to this day, and it still gives me chills just from the reaction and the eruption of that crowd. That was amazing. And then on top of that, you know, you have Jamal Charles, who I think has gotten no respect in the NFL. Very good quarterback, powerful guy, much like Ray Rice. You know, can run the ball down your throat all day. You know, depending on what type of defense if you have. Now, if you have a solid defense, which the Ravens have, you might be able to stop him. But if your defense is weak, you know, he's just going to buzzsaw his way through your D-line all day long. And he's got the strength in his legs to do it. Trust me. Oh, yeah, did I mention he can return too? Oh, yeah. That's another threat that you have to worry about. Then you have the always spectacular and the always entertaining Dwayne Bowe, who has had a very good season this year. In my opinion, I think he should have been a Pro Bowl selection, but hey, that's just me. You know, I don't make the decisions on who gets where. That's the NFL. You know, whatever they says goes. But I do believe that he should have at least been in the conversation as a Pro Bowl pick. But I do believe next season or in the years to come, we will see Dwayne Bowe's name come up in the conversation as Pro Bowlers, possibly even appear in a Pro Bowl. So look out for Dwayne Bowe because he is on the rise. And then you've got the backup to Jamal Charles, Thomas Jones, and I'm sure everybody remembers him from his days with the New York Jets. He's an awesome running back in his own right. Getting a little bit up there in age, so he may have lost a step or two, or he may not have. I don't know, but you know, his time is winding down, so you can bet that he's going to want to go and take this team as far as they can and try to achieve that championship in this playoff series. So, yeah, it's going to be a great game. As far as my prediction goes, I'm going to have to pick the Kansas City Chiefs on this. I just think they're younger, they're faster, and I think with the age limit in the Baltimore Ravens defense, I just don't think that those big guys will be able to handle the speed and the agility of that Kansas City offensive line for too long. Because as we've seen before in games, if you do use the passing game to its effect, the Baltimore Ravens defense will gas out. Prime example, Houston Texans. Go back, watch that game, NFL Network, NFL Red Zone, whatever you got. Go back and watch that game, and you will see why my point is proven on that. Well, this is going to do it for this game. It's going to be a close one. It's going to be a good one, but I'm picking Kansas City to win. I say they grind it out in this. You know, maybe it might be decided by a field goal. Who knows? But I think that that offense of the Kansas City Chiefs is going to be able to wear the Baltimore Ravens down. So this is going to do it for this portion of my wild card playoff prediction. Kansas City Chiefs, Baltimore Ravens. I got another video coming up. Stay tuned.